What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you don't know who I am, that's probably because this is only my second video. I'm Chris Storm, and one of my friends who watched my previous video wanted me to do something about my personal life and what I wanted to do in my future and what I'm currently doing to proceed to what I wanted to do in the future. So I grew up in a small town called Granby in southwest Missouri. It's pretty much just your stereotypical small town. A few stores here and there and a couple gas stations. Not really much to do. I went to school in Stella called Triway, where I met a lot of good friends, and I went there until up to 4th grade, so I went there 5 years. And then I had to move to Neosho because my parents had got different jobs and different shifts. So I had to move there for quite a while up until my junior year, but we can get to that later. What I actually wanted to do is go to college for art. Most people don't really know that, but that's something I just always been into and still currently am. Just haven't really been able to pursue that dream and passion of going into college for art because I fucked around all 4 years of high school and pretty much screwed over my chances of going to college. So there's not really much I can do about that now. I played football. I tried playing football in 7th grade. Wasn't cut out for it. Too out of shape. And then I tried getting back into it my junior year because one of the coaches at East Newton, Brock Wolf, as soon as I moved there, he asked me if I played O-line or D-line at Neosho. I told him I tried. He asked me if I wanted to try again. Stuck with it my junior year. Did pretty decently. I was a starting lineman my first year. And then my senior year, got a new coach. We didn't really hit it off. Ended up not being able to play football that year because of multiple reasons. One reason is because me and another kid got into a fight while I was injured because I've torn my meniscus in my left knee. And we got into a fight while I was injured. And then me and one of my friends were messing around in weight class, and coach got really pissed off at me, and I got pissed off at him. He told me to turn in my jersey. Just never played. So that's kind of what happened. And when I was going back to Neosho, I was not one of the most popular kids. I did get bullied a lot. For my size, I should have stuck up for myself, but I wasn't really one of those people until I did get to East Newton because I knew a lot of people there, and a lot of people knew me. And when I went back to East Newton, it probably wasn't the best idea for them to start shit with me because of how much bigger I was than most of the people there. And one of the kids that actually got me kicked off the team, I was twice their size, and I just didn't really fight back because of multiple reasons. One of the reasons because I was going to end up getting kicked off the football team, but that happened anyway. So I probably should have done something about it, but I chose not to. Kind of regretting that decision. But when I was at Neosho, I got bullied a lot because of my size. I didn't really have a bunch of muscles. I was just a really heavy overweight kid, and I got picked on a lot for it during gym and in the hallways and everything else. I did have a good group of friends that we would sit in the cafeteria in the mornings and just have deep conversation about life and everything else. And we didn't really have the same lunch periods, so I didn't really have any friends during lunch. So I tried to get that changed, but the principal didn't like me very much, neither did the counselor. But with the friends I had during lunch periods, they were the kids I got along with because we were in the same woodshop class, and they were also Big Dippers, and that's just kind of how we got along, because I asked him for chew, he would ask me for chew, and we both know we both had it, so we just kind of became friends after that. And we don't really keep in touch very often because he is currently in the Marines, joining the Marines. That's something I was also passionate about during my junior and senior year, but then I ended up messing up my knee during track season, and then I messed it up again during football season that next year. So it was either go and get surgery and not be able to do it, or wait till it healed up, and hopefully it was healed up enough for me to able to go into the Marines, but it's still not completely 100% healed, so I can't really go and do that yet. And if I did get surgery, they said I would have to wait 6 months, and if it was completely healed by then, if the surgery did what it was supposed to do, I'd be able to join. But where my family's at financially, we don't really have enough money to go get my surgery, so I'm just kind of in a spot where I can't really do either at the moment. So that's about it for high school. But I did have a few colleges in mind: Notre Dame, Crowder, a few others, Washburn. Notre Dame had one of the best art classes, college things I looked through, and it's a pretty decent, what's the word I'm looking for? It's pretty far from where I'm at, and with the vehicle I have now, no way in hell I'd be able to get up there from where I'm at, because my car's a piece of shit. To sum it up. But when I was still in high school, well, I still am in high school, but my junior year was probably one of my favorite years, because that's when most of the seniors I was friends with was still there. There was a few of them everybody got along with. There was one everybody got along with, no matter what group of friends you were in or what kind of group you were actually in. He did join the Marines. He is currently training to go to war, and he did pretty much everything you could do in high school. He played football, he did track, he did choir, pretty much all the above for something you could do in high school. And we did pretty decently as friends, because he would buy me chew and everything else, and we just kind of got along since we were both linemen on the football team, and we were both throwers on the track team. And one of my friends I'm going to have over today, hopefully, to also do this video with, he was also one of the linemen. Before this whole coronavirus thing, we did hang out a lot. We would go to football games, basketball games, Denny's, McDonald's, Walmart, pretty much everything you could do that's around us. And I think we actually got along, because that's why I named my channel Chris, is because for the first year he knew me, he didn't know my actual name. He just kept calling me Chris, and the only reason he still calls me Chris is because I never corrected him until my senior year, around the junior, at the end of junior year, the beginning of senior year. Never corrected him until then, and it was just pretty decent from there on, because it was just one of those friends I made I didn't know him from Triway. He was just one of the kids I knew after I moved back, and it was just kind of a decent friendship from there. A lot of the football boys I played with, some of them I didn't like, and there was a few of them I really didn't like. Specifically, the one that kicked me off the team, and one that just kind of gave me a few concussions, purposely, most likely. I just didn't really like them at all. But all the other ones, like, I care a lot for. I consider them brothers. Like, the ones I grew up with, there's 4 or 5 of them I grew up with that played football and still play football for East Newton. A few of them play football for Seneca. I'm pretty decent friends with them still. And the ones I played with at Triway, we still keep in touch every so often. And that's pretty much it for now. So I will see you guys later. That's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below on what you liked and disliked about the video. I will see you guys in the next video.